Hi everyone. In my previous video I've completed a ridiculous raid mission against the clan where I managed to destroy 48 enemy mechs. It was absolutely ridiculous and stupid raid mission with 75 enemy mechs in there in total. For that matter I used this annihilator. So, the reason why I am saying all of this is because that mission was the first mission of the three mission contract. It's a multiple mission contract. And for that matter, in this video, I've decided to continue with that multiple mission contract, the second mission of which is going to be a targeted kill. Now, for that matter, I've been thinking which mech I am going to use, and just, for the sake of a contrast, this time I decided to see if I can complete this 117 difficulty level targeted kill mission with a lance of light mechs, specifically, clan light mechs. And for that matter, I've decided to go with one of my all-time favorite close-range clan mechs, which is going to be this ADR-S or Puma, the inner sphere name. So here is what's going on in here. It's got a whopping 16 machine guns. This is absolutely crazy, absolutely devastating firepower at a close range, like almost 70, like 67.6 points of firepower. This is, like even more than some of the inner sphere heavy mechs, okay? At a close range, it's absolutely devastating. It's 16 machine guns, 4 small pulse laser combined with 1 medium pulse laser at the center torso. This is my preferred loadout for the original loadout was, let's see, the old loadout was this. Pretty similar, not similar, it's got 4 medium pulse lasers and 1 flamer. However, I don't really like MechWarrior 5 flamers in general. They don't perform like the ones in MechWarrior 2. They are kinda useless against mechs. They can be useful sometimes on the demolition missions against the buildings, but against the mechs they don't really make much of a difference. But this can generate a fair amount of heat, these 4 medium pulse lasers. For that matter, I've decided to go with the small pulse lasers instead and 1 double heat sink. So this build does not run as hot and you can maintain a pretty good firing rate. The goodness doesn't end just there. Another reason why I love this mech so much is that because it's also got an active probe, very useful at a close range, approaching targets from around the corner and monitoring situational awareness. And it's also got this clan ECM or electronic countermeasures to provide, interference for enemies, which is also pretty nice feature. Then I've got in here no, it's actually 5.5 tons of machine gun ammo to fit these machine guns and 1 double heat sinks, like I said. Now, I've done many different configurations with this one, and this by far is my favorite. There is only one caveat though, because it's got only 1 double heat sink. When you are taking it to one of those, volcanic planets, you have to be careful with the lava. You don't want to step into the lava because it can overheat and get a thermal shutdown very quickly with this 1 double heat sink. So for that matter, I've been even thinking once maybe I should replace this with another small pulse laser and then go with a second double heat sink in here if I were to change something about this build. But for the most cases, and provided you're careful with the lava, I find that this is the optimal loadout in here. I'm showing you. So, for that matter, I am going to take this build myself, and I will also assign one of these identically built mechs to this Lancemate. The only thing though is that sometimes, you know, not sometimes, but oftentimes I am not entirely happy with how this build performs in the hands of AI Lancemates. Sometimes they just, you know, tend to do very stupid things with it, and they are not being very accurate with it. But at times they can also do a good job, so it's, you know, kind of like 50-50. But for now, I will still assign it to one of my Lancemates nevertheless. Now, let's talk about these two guys and what I am going to be assigning them with. And for that matter, I've chosen to go with another one of my all-time favorite clan light mechs, which is going to be the Skid Fox, or Inner Sphere name Oller, KFX-C. I loved Kid Fox chassis in MechWarrior 2, and I do love it in MechWarrior 5 here as well. And this is perhaps my most favorite Kid Fox variant because of this amazing triple AMS anti-missile system, 3 of them. This is very useful for anti-missile defense, and having 2 of these mechs in a lance is going to provide you with the 6 of these things, and provided you're staying close to each other, pretty much no missile can penetrate your lance, which is absolutely amazing, absolutely incredible. This is why it's like perhaps my most favorite variant. Now, this is the, let me show you the original loadout. So the original loadout had a somewhat, you know, lousy firepower, because here we've got you know, one large laser, and then we've got a tag to help, you know, those missile launching mechs, because it doesn't carry any missiles itself, and then 2 machine guns. And then it's got 5 tons of AMS ammunition, which is kind of unnecessary, you know. You will most likely get destroyed first before you will use up all of this ammo, your anti-missile system. I don't think that this is necessary. So here is what I've done. Here is my preferred loadout for this mech. So obviously I kept this original anti-missile system in here, because otherwise why would you even bother with this one, right? So absolutely essential, absolutely necessary, and I reduced the amount of AMS ammo though. This 1.5 ton, even with this triple AMS system, is enough to complete the average mission. Mainly like missions like targeted kills and beachhead contracts, because beachhead missions is another, you know, mission type where I like to take this build sometimes. Obviously, I'm not gonna do any raid missions against the clans with this one. It's just not gonna survive. It will destroy it, but other missions, yes. Okay, so I kept the original electronic countermeasures, which is once again pretty handy. And then the combined with the active probe, which was also the original one, but it was placed in the arm. I moved it to the head just to provide the additional layer of protection, and also just in case, you know, if your arm is gone, it's still necessary to have. And then I replaced that tag, unnecessary tag, with 2 small pulse lasers in here, combined with the 2 machine guns, giving a pretty nice, you know, close range firepower. And lastly, for the long range, I've replaced a larger laser with ER-PPC, which has even a greater range. It's pretty useful, so this is my preferred configuration for this one of my all-time favorite clan light mechs. Another nice thing about this variant is that it's also pretty ubiquitous. It's very easy to salvage it, you encounter it almost on all missions here against the clans. It's pretty ubiquitous. Often see this on the battlefield, so I absolutely love it. Alright, so I am going to assign two of these to two of my lance mates. Here and here. So there we go, there we go. This is my lance of the light mechs. A 117 difficulty level targeted kill mission. Let's see if we can, how we are going to manage that.
Attention, prepare for battle mech departure. Warning, hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominated.
This group has proved to be a nuisance for our employers. We're tasked with making sure that we find them and put them in the ground.
Okay, let's
Good
see what's
hunting,
going
everyone.
on. So, this is a fairly small combat area here with 3 waypoints, and from my experience of doing a bunch of these targeted kills, primary targets usually like to situate in urban installations or like factory installations. So for that matter, I think it makes sense to go and visit that waypoint first, because as you can see in the upper left corner of the map, it shows some kind of like urban structure there. So let's go and see what's going on in there. They're actually over there, because other two waypoints, they don't really have any kind of installations. Makes sense to go. Plus this is one of the closest ones. So far. And we have 4 electronic countermeasures here. Oh, there we go. You see?
New target. Gladiator.
We have incoming mercenary units. Their very presence is an insult
Here
to
they
us.
are. Here
Make
they are.
them feel our wrath.
Oh wow, we have like
The whole gang is
3
here,
assault
Commander.
mechs so far.
Watch yourself.
Let's approach them very carefully though. Oh, another Kid Fox. Let's go sideways.
Enemy mech eliminated.
Incoming missile.
This one. Let's take down the 4
New
countermeasures.
target. Muscle card.
Oops.
I must watch out!
Destroyed.
That mech's gonna ear up, Commander.
Target acquired.
Target Alpha
Station.
has been neutralized.
My leg is almost gone.
I have all targets showing up as KIA on my scopes.
Oh, we have a
Great
lot of
work.
elementals here.
That bounty is ours.
And the
Fab will break
dropship.
open a case of Timbiki Dark when you get back to the ship circling. Additional forces are being deployed near you.
Put that hostile in the dirt.
I just put that mech out.
We lost the component. They will not get the better of me again.
Target destroyed.
I almost lost a leg. Almost lost a leg. I'm in a decent shape, but I should have been a bit more careful. Alright, well, this is it. This is it. We are all done. Destroyed a bunch of those assault mechs. Light mechs. He's shooting at something. Let's see.
New target. Dasher. Incoming missile.
Yeah, you see, Lancemate is not doing a good job with this
Target destroyed.
AI Lancemate. It cannot really, it's not very accurate with it. It's not very accurate. Okay, should we destroy something else? I have a pretty good number of ammo left. Let's see, should we sweep the area for more kills? Let's sweep the area. Let's see, what should we visit? If we can find something else to destroy. My leg is about to go though. And my Lancemates are in a perfect shape almost. Almost scratches. I am the one who took most of the beating, as usual. Anything else? There was one other waypoint that disappeared. Usually it's not a lot going on this. Let's see if something appears over there in this. Maybe something over there. Nothing is here so far, but sometimes they like to appear once you approach them at a 700 meter of a distance. Yeah, nothing appeared here so far. Wait for them to get closer to me. They really like to take advantage of those anti-missile systems provide. Okay, there we go. Another Puma.
Tracking a hostile mech signature nearby, Commander.
We have incoming mercenary units. Their very presence is an insult to us. Make them feel our
Target
Nova.
destroyed.
Nova.
Target acquired.
Kill for me! Hell yeah!
Target
And
destroyed.
I did lose a leg. I did finally lose a leg. But still, you know, I can go at 73 kilometers per hour. Yeah, so I think this is going to be it. No? Yeah, this is probably it. There are no any other major installations here. So. Boom. Yeah, my Lancemates are still fresh. They're still fresh. Still going pretty fast, 73 kilometers per hour, even with a broken leg. That's another benefit of this mech.
Enemy machine in range.
Oh, something just appeared. Rails. Let's see what this is. Other than the leg, I'm still in a. Okay. Where is it? Okay.
Target acquired.
Shit!
Kind of like.
They landed a heavy shot. One of my components just beat to shit.
One of my Lancemates lost an arm.
Target destroyed.
Serious blow.
Anything else?
Nearly there, Commander. Approach the hidden object to pick it up.
Anyways, I think that's... Okay, so what do we have in here? I think I'll probably save the points for the following mission, because this is again the multiple mission contract. Okay, so 9 kills. 9 kills. Obviously, I lost a leg. Wasn't very careful, and this guy had lost his left arm, but this is not the AMS arm. This weapons. He lost the PPC, one of the PPCs, but that's okay. I have plenty of them. And then this guy's is just, you know, armor damage. And again, this happened after we've completed all the objectives, and when so as my leg. It's when I've decided, you know, to do more kills past the, you know, required objectives. But other than that, we've completed all the objectives without any loss. All this happened only afterwards. And, you know, not, you know, given how much they pay us, it's not really that big of a deal, and I have plenty of money at this. Yeah, so obviously we need to still do another raid mission, you know, another raid mission, but that's probably gonna be in the next video. Yeah, for now, let's just see. So this guy, it's just, you know, let's see, just the armor damage, pretty cheap repair. Light mechs are pretty cheap to repair. This guy, also just an armor, cheap repair, and this guy had lost, unfortunately, this arm, but again, it happened after we've completed all the objectives. Someone just destroyed it in a single shot. And I have plenty of these weapons at this point. I don't really need. And then me, again, I lost like a leg. But other than that, it's just the armor damage. So if I were to repair it, yeah, it's the leg needs to be repaired, and it only takes like 3 days, because again the light mechs are very quick and easy to repair. Yeah, mostly the armor, it's just, you know, the leg is gone. Well, so there we go. This is my favorite loadout for this variant, one of my all-time favorites clan light mechs. Again, if I were to modify anything about this loadout, like I said, I will replace this with another small pulse lasers, you know. Gonna be now 5 small pulse lasers in favor of this additional double hit sink. Yeah, so kind of like that, or like that, something like this. But nevertheless, I'm happy with this. Get and start the prayers. Alright, well, this is it for this video. I hope it was useful. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day until the next one.